Y'all, silence is so often not violence, it is peace. There's this saying that's been around for several years, and I hear it a lot of times when people are talking about speaking up and speaking out. Y'all, do you understand that your silence, your ability to stay quiet, and particularly if you are a Christian, to take it to God and to pray about the situation instead of opening your mouth and saying whatever dysregulated, judgmental thing is going to come out? Your ability to stay silent in a situation is not violence, it is peace. Social media has given us these platforms where we start to feel compelled to say something. And plus, society says, hey, you need to use your voice. You need to speak up. You need to stand up. You need to, like, make sure that you are being heard. No, you don't. And I experience this so many times when I see things happening out in the world. Like, I want to start to say something, and God has been really working on me around this and going, like, you need to choose your words very carefully. You need to keep your mouth shut until you are sure that what you are going to say is what I want you to say. And it's because silence is usually not the most violent thing that happens. Yes, when we stay silent about things that we know are actively against God and are actively harming other people, like, yes, that is a form of harm to others. But you not being quiet and you saying things before God has told you what to say, what you like have really calmed down and gotten regulated and saying things around, like, that is way more violent. And as somebody who's worked in nervous system dysregulation, I have talked to tens of thousands of people. I see it in my social media comments every day. The most violent things that are happening are not the absence of people saying things, they are the presence of people saying things before they really stop and make sure that they are speaking and saying what they want to be saying. You don't need to make sure that your opinion is being heard all of the time. None of us do. And in case you really just like don't agree with me on this, invitation to think back about some of the things that you have said 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago on social media or that have come out of your mouth towards other people that if you heard somebody else say to you today, you'd be like, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Opinions change, people change, we grow, we develop, we mature, and keep your mouth shut. Unless you know that this is something that God is specifically calling you to say, shh. And if you really feel called to take some sort of action, pray. Intercede on their behalf, hand them back over to God and be like, God, this is your human, this is your child, not mine. You have not given me any sort of authority or responsibility to fix the way that this person thinks. So I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to take it to you and I'm going to pray for them and you to figure this out together.